I've already removed the top cover, the right side cover, the platform, and the bottom access plate, so we can show component location and parts removals. The cue card or control card is a primary card right in the beginning. All the cards are hinged. You would just loosen the screws, spring-loaded screws, holding the cards down on the hinges, watching your cables all the way. Disconnect the top cable. You're able to swing the control card out of the way to reveal the servo card. The servo card also will hinge out of the way to reveal the read-write card. You must get down to this level to replace the head assembly, since you need to get in here to unplug the read-write cables and also remove a baffle plate, which is down here. This will allow you access to pull the cables through with the head assembly. The baffle plate is held in by 2 screws in the rear and 1 in the front. Under the read-write board is the power supply. Just briefly, folding these back out of the way, we see here the elevator shuttle assembly and the supply motor. The supply motor is replaced from the front of the unit, on top. The shuttle assembly is held on by a screw on the lead screw on the top and the pulley assembly on the bottom. By laying the unit on its left side, we now have access to everything on the bottom with the access plate removed. The head and plate assembly is removed as a complete assembly. There are 3 screws to remove the assembly. Do not loosen or touch several screws that are Gliptoled with blue Gliptol. They hold the head to the head plate assembly. It is removed as a complete assembly. For removal, follow the steps in the manual by removing the read-write cables from the read-write board, the baffle plate, and then this whole head and plate assembly comes out as a unit. Also, to remove the whole deck plate assembly, this whole assembly, you must first remove the read-write cables, remove the SCSI connector from the circuit cards, and remove the lead screw shuttle assembly. The lead screw shuttle assembly is removed by loosening the tensioner, removing the pulley from the bottom, and at the top, the lead screw shuttle assembly is held by a single screw. Once that is removed, the whole shuttle assembly and lead screw comes out of the unit, and you can take then the whole deck plate assembly out of the unit. Also visible in this lower shot is the take-up motor assembly. The take-up motor assembly is not available as a replaceable unit. If you have problems with this, call technical support. And most of the time, the take-up motor and the leader and everything associated on top of that comes with a deck plate assembly because of the alignments that are involved with it. The rest of the components, such as the magazine, the control panel, and the door assembly, are very straightforward and very simple to remove or replace, and are explained quite well in the manual. This unit is known as the L60E. It is the big brother to the L490E, which we just finished. If you will notice that the control panel looks similar, as it should, because the control panel is identical on this, as is the 490E. So we will not bother going through diagnostics or anything about the control panel. It is identical. This unit is a prototype unit, so the on-off switch is in the front. On all the units you will see in the field, the production units, the on-off switch will be at the rear of the unit. The other major difference in this unit is that L60 designates that it can hold 60 cartridges, plus the hidden spot for a cleaning cartridge. The chassis assembly and deck assembly is identical, and we will see that as we go into the parts removal section. This unit comes with a toolkit. It's not a very exotic toolkit. It consists of a couple basically PVC pipe standoff pieces, a couple blocks, and a ring. These tools, however, are essential if you are going to work on this unit and be taking care of it. The part number for the toolkit is in the manual, and its use is described very nicely in any section of the manual that requires the use of this tool. So we will not do any of the control panel or diagnostics functions since they are identical to the L490E. We will get right into the initialization, which is the same as the L490. If the door is opened, it takes inventory of all 60 cartridges. So we will now turn it on and show from the back of the unit how the elevator assembly shuttles left to right to take care of all 60 cartridges. While it is initializing and we're waiting, I might mention that this unit comes only as an L60E. In other words, it will read the 3490E, the 3490, and the 3480 tapes. That means it has only the 36 track head, not the 18 or 36 track head. As you can see, the shuttle assembly going up will go down at a moderate speed. It will now move at a faster speed. Then it will start taking its inventory. It has now moved over at the bottom and is coming up on the other side to complete the inventory. As you see, if the door is inadvertently open, this might take a while to reinitialize and take inventory again. To replace the head and deck plate assembly on this unit, or to perform any work on the deck assembly, it must be removed. Before you can remove the deck assembly, you must remove the lead screw. So we will remove the lead screw first and then remove the deck and chassis assembly. The first step to remove the lead screw is to manually lift the elevator assembly up, and using the tool as described in the manual, support the elevator assembly. Remove